Hello great people, this is James. Welcome to Self-Made Finance, where we teach you to be your own finance manager. In a layman's language, we give you the basic financial management skills that you need to take hold of your finances. Today we're talking about businesses or side hustles you can start with almost no money. I've already done a video on businesses you can do with less than 1,000 Ghana cedis, but in this video you can start with almost nothing. So you just have to relax, sit down, and keep watching. Welcome back to Self-Made Finance, where we teach you to be your own finance manager. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell so that anytime we drop a video, you can have it. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for doing that. So let's go straight into what we're talking about today. We're talking about businesses or side hustles that you can start with almost no money at all. And what I mean is that you don't need money to start these businesses. All you need is your commitment. All you need is your readiness to start this business. And a few skills that you need to learn. I think you're good to go. So let's start. The first business I have on board is dropshipping, or something we call the middleman in our part of the world. So this is the kind of business where you don't have a physical shop, you don't have a physical good. You just have to create a presence on social media or probably a website where you display items there. And once somebody expresses interest, you go to various vendors and then you get these things. So before you do these things, you need to first of all arrange with these vendors. A lot of people that you think are ready to do business with you in this regard. So you know how much they are charging for each of their goods. So you take pictures of those goods, you put on your social media platforms, and once you are able to get people to express interest in that, you take the money, you send it to the vendor. And the good thing is that the vendor can directly send the goods to the person who is buying it. So you don't touch the goods. All you need to do is to be the middle person to get a customer for the vendor, and then you get your cut out of that. So the prices that you're displaying on your platform is the price that the vendor is giving you plus your markup, what you're adding to that. So the difference is what you're going to take. So you don't need to have money to do that. All you need to do is to be somebody who can really use the social media that's available right now, and then you try to get a vendor, and then you get a prospective buyer, and you're good to go. The second business on this list is Dropservice, and this is just like the drop shipping that I spoke about, but in this case we are dealing with services. There's no physical goods involved here. So if you think there's a particular service that you are very interested in, even though you're not somebody that can render that, you can be that kind of middle person. So you have a very good platform where you can display this stuff, and then once you get somebody who is interested in that, you go to a vendor, and then the person does that. So for example, you think that you love website designs and all that, so you display on your website, or you display on your social media platforms that you can help people to get their platforms or their website for their businesses. So once you get a customer, you go to a website designer for the person to do that. You add your cut to that, and then you deliver it. And then one thing you can do to really help this is that you ensure that kind of customer service that everybody is looking for. Even the website designer might not be able to provide that kind of customer service, but because you are being there, you're going to be the middle person. You can deliver that kind of customer service to the person, ensure that the person is very comfortable with whatever you are giving to him. So the bottom line here is that you are not rendering the service, so you are just a middle person. You get a customers, you take them to people who can render those services, and then you take your cut. It's as simple as that, and you don't need any money to do this. All you need to do is the skill that you need to be able to find prospective customers, and then you get vendors who can render those services, and then you take your cut. The next one I want to talk about is social media manager. You can be a social media manager to a lot of businesses. There are a lot of businesses that need strong social media presence, but the people involved are not very tech savvy or social media savvy, and so they can do those things by themselves. And so you can be there for them. You can be the manager and manage their site and social media platforms for them. For example, myself, I'm somebody who is doing a lot that need to be, you know, on social media. But I'm not very good when it comes to social media. So somebody like me will need somebody like a social media manager to help me to do that. So if you are there doing those things, I can come to you and pay for you to do that. There are a lot of people like me too who need those services. So once you think you are very good with social media, you can take up that, you know, and make some money from that. The next thing on the list is teaching. You know, are you a professional teacher? Are you somebody who is enthused about academic stuff? Are you somebody who has a skill you can teach, you know, then you can take up this job? You know, you don't need to be fully employed, so you can take up extra classes for people, you can take up weekend classes for people. If it is a skill you have that you can teach people, you can do these things and make some money from that. There's a particular, you know, skill that you think you feel within you that you have it, you know, you can impact on people. You can take up these things and then make some money from that. Don't keep these things inside you. Anytime that you have, you can use this stuff and make money. Let me give you an example myself. I'm somebody, I have a permanent job that I'm doing, but I feel I have the skill and the expertise to teach people financial stuff. And so I go to programs, I get invited, sometimes I charge, and I make some money from these things. And that's the reason I'm doing this video, you know, it's because I have these things that I think I can use to impact other people, and I make money from these things. So you can also do that. Search yourself. What is it that you can teach people? What is it that you can do to impact other people? You can take up these things and do them and make some money from that. Next, you can be a business consultant. Are you somebody that has business knowledge? Are you somebody that can help people to navigate their ways through their businesses? Are you somebody that can help people with preparing their financials, with accounting stuff, anything business related? Are you somebody that can help in that regard? Why don't you monetize these things? Why don't you do these things and make some money from that? So there are a lot of businesses, small businesses that are struggling with how to, you know, structure their business, or how to prepare their financials, how to keep their books and all that, you know, how to even hire staff and all that. There are a lot of things that business owners need that they are not getting. So are you somebody that can offer these things? Why don't you put up, you know, some flyers and invite people to come to you, or go to businesses and advertise yourself and offer this service? You know, these are things that usually we take them for granted, but trust me, once you put your mind to it and decide to do these things, you can make some money from that. Next, become a freelance writer. Are you somebody that can write articles online? Are you somebody that can write, you know, good stuff and sell to newspapers and radio stations and, you know, bloggers available? Are you somebody that has that kind of skill to write, you know, articles? Then you can make money from that. There are a lot of media outlets looking for set people, even though you're not going to be working with them permanently. Once you're able to get a good article, once you're able to cover a very good news to be given to them, they are ready to pay you for that, you know. So your phones are available. People use a lot of good phones right now that can capture a lot of videos and a lot of images. So once you have that kind of skill, why don't you put it to use and monetize that? So please search yourself. If you think you cannot do that, please, let's do it. Hello, wonderful one. I know you've enjoyed this video. You know, I know you've learned a lot. You know that you don't need a lot of money to start something. You don't need a lot of money to make money, you know. So with the skill that you have, with the knowledge that you have, with the kind of energy you have, with the kind of interest that you have, you can monetize that and make some money from that. So you go through the list that I've given you. Anyone that you think you like, anything that fits you, just take it up. Is there any need to consult people for more ideas and all that? You can do that and try and make money from that. But always remember that irrespective of how much you have, you can make money. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Self-Made Finance. God bless you.